Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Yearners Club. If you could do me a quick favor, please like the live. That will help a lot. Today, we're going to be talking about Love Island Season 8, Episode 10. Tonight, I have with me Miss Ashley. Let me bring her up here. Hey, girl. Well, you were chatting a little bit before, but let's just go ahead and get into it. Not much happened after the recoupling with all of the couples. I kind of just like sat down and debriefed. It wasn't too much of anything. The only thing that I wrote down that kind of needs to be highlighted is Corbin told Melanie that she can't crash out anymore. That was like he's already looking out for her and trying to be like, girl,
I
this
mean,
is
he
gonna be
is
something
correct.
new.
She should listen to him.
And she seems like she is going to do that. I thought it was really cute when they introduced themselves to each other and they finally got to know a little bit more. And I was just like, if only we had this, in the first conversation, even when later on in the episode they were talking again after the challenge and they really bonded. I was like, oh, there is something here. We could have gotten this last week, but we
Mhm.
didn't because there was drama with Sincere. So now that they're trying to keep their distance, even though we know that's not over between Melanie and Sincere, maybe they could focus on being a better version of themselves instead of like the messiness and the toxicness. What were
Mhm.
your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I don't have much thoughts because they didn't interact that much.
Hmm.
Which brought me, that is my thought. I'm glad they didn't interact that much. hmm
That's basically the takeaway between the two of them.
I'd actually like to separate them permanently. If it was my choice, they'd be separate permanently.
Hmm. But we both know there's going to be a conversation that happens. I don't know what is going to prompt it, but I know we haven't seen the last of Melanie and Sincere.
Hmm.
But until then, the two of them separated and their new couples, they have been pretty cute. I always thought that Soul and Sincere had a connection. We never really saw the potential with Corbin and Melanie because Corbin would only ask for kisses, but now that he's finally gotten that out of the way and they must have like updated his system because ever since we saw him cry last episode, he's been far more interesting now. So it makes me
Well,
wonder
he is a
what's going
chatbot,
on.
so he's been in there for a longer amount of time. He's slowly learning some new skills.
I
And
was
by the
like,
end of the season, if he's still in there, he might be a whole human.
do I
Shock.
like Corbin? He was pretty. I liked him this episode.
I'm neutral on Corbin.
Yeah, like
I have bigger fish to fry.
that part. I didn't mind him this episode because he didn't ask for any kisses. Did he? Except for him and Kenzie, but
He
that was
didn't have to
mutual.
ask for a kiss for Kenzie,
Yeah,
so
that was more mutual than anything.
she don't know what to do. That girl just giving it out.
What the hell? Another what the hell moment was Zach and Kayda in bed, and Kayda wasn't sure what he was even talking about, but he was basically saying that he doesn't want to get intimate too fast because if they develop feelings and then a bombshell comes in that tempts either of them, then there'd probably be like a little bit
Mhm.
drama between them. And she woke up very confused. She didn't even know what he was really talking about, I guess, which I understood what he was saying, but I don't know if he has.
I don't
I
know if
don't
it's
know if
coming from
he's.
the purest of intentions.
Yeah, what'd you think about it?
I think he's full of crap. He's giving game. I've said a couple episodes ago that he's giving me Kendall.
You think
He's
he's a game player? You
he's
think
giving
he's
me
like,
game player.
yeah.
And this episode did nothing to dissuade me from that belief. He showed himself several times.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's like not even the fact that he was wrong in picking Casey and I, because if they had the question right, it should have been him and Kayda that got the slime from somebody else who got the question. But other than them, who would it go to? Yes, Casey and Aniya, but it's like I don't know. That's a sticky situation there.
Adding the paragraph
Yeah, of the
explanation. I was
explanation.
like, bruh, okay, we get it.
It's like, thank you very much, Lady Whistledown. You have all the tea in the villa, and you have an opinion on literally everything. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, do people want me to be
Biggest in
crazy?
everybody's relationship,
Mm-hmm.
but your own. Okay. Um, let's see what else we
Oh,
got.
Mary was telling us there was a lot of tea on Atverson. I didn't get a chance to check in. Did you watch it?
Oh,
It looked really
actually,
good.
yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What were the pointed things? Apparently Sean really wanted Aniya real bad. Yeah, I know. I put the air quotes in there. I don't know
Yeah.
if I believe him because I wasn't seeing that
Mm-hmm.
effort, but maybe he was putting in more effort that we did not see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Whatever. I like the new format. They basically the Islanders. We get to see them fresh out the villa, looking
Mm-hmm.
at
Once they get dumped, right?
stuff. Yeah, getting their phones and stuff. Like they're in their hotel room, getting their phone and scrolling through like all the social media and seeing the stuff people are saying about
Uh-huh.
them.
I saw like
Uh,
little bits of that.
yeah, you saw that. Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
was cool. Sean addressed the police or the mayor of his city,
Mm-hmm.
and he was mad confused. He saw that his sister was fighting with the mayor. It was very funny. There was a point where he read a tweet where somebody said he should be home with his kid. He said, "You know what? Fair." And I was
The
like,
way.
"Yeah, I'm glad you know.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
take offense. We said it about other people who've had
Uh-huh.
children as well. I remember saying that about Johnny and All Stars, not All Stars, Love
Yeah.
Games.
Love Icon Games.
I was like,
Pretty much if you had a kid, the audience thinks that you should be home with that baby. Okay?
like,
Not
that
on Love
baby
Island.
is underneath the age of 5. I don't want to see. No, scratch
It's a
that.
pretty universal take.
Honestly, under 10.
He said under 10. You
Yeah,
said they need to be a full-fledged middle schooler before you
yeah,
think about going on reality
yes.
TV.
Then and only then are you allowed. And then you can go on Love is Blind like the usual parents. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Even that doesn't even work on Love is Blind. So I don't know where single parents need to go, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got conversations here. Let's see. Oh, Trinity and Bryce had a cute combo. I missed something about them last episode. I think we all
Mm-hmm.
did. We didn't talk about the pillow conversation. Did you catch that?
Oh, when I don't know what conversation they had, but I know that he like moved the pillow
Yes.
when she put it in
No, what
between them.
happened is we were confused about what he was talking about at the beginning of that conversation when they were
Mm-hmm.
talking about right before they talked about not being each other's type. He was talking about the pillow the night before, saying we don't do that. We don't put the pillow in the middle. That's not how we roll. That's what he was saying. And I was like, what the heck is he talking about? I was like, oh, he's talking about the
Mm.
pillow. Because
Okay.
he put the pillow in between them and he moved it because he was like, that's not how we roll.
Yeah. I think I missed that and
I
or I
think
just
he did.
disregarded because I'm not that invested. But Bryce says that he feels good now. And I don't know if this is because he
I'm
was rejected or if they had like another conversation or I mean they left off on a good note after the whole like pulling Kayda and everything. So I guess they feel good now.
I told you they fine.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. We'll have to see how everyone moves when they have like I don't know. I know those two are interested in each other, right? But maybe if there was a bombshell that walked in that tempted them instead of like other islanders that are already there, because we're seeing that sort of with Casey and Aniya, because Casey is not being as truthful as he can be with
Mm-hmm.
wanting to get to know Soul. So we'll have to wait and see if that potentially happens with Bryce and Trinity and how they'll handle it and like how they'll feel.
Okay, but I feel like he'll be more honest than Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least he was honest about going to pull Kayda. What's
Mm-hmm.
worse, telling your girl that you about to pull the new bombshell who just came in, or telling your girl you about to pull her best friend in the house?
Yeah.
He'll be able to handle it. Trust me. I'm not concerned about them. currently. I am concerned about
Currently.
Kayda. I'd like to remove her from Zach immediately. Send in a bombshell. Send in a bombshell now. Send in the bombshells of all bombshells. Get my girl out of there.
Zach is just, he's so like messy. He thinks he's Lady Whistledown. And then I feel like, do you think he puts in enough effort? Because I don't know. I don't, he seems
No,
lazy to me.
he
Like a
said
lazy
that.
lover.
Look, he said he was lazy in his intro and called
He
himself a
did.
pillow princess.
He did.
And
He
that
said
is
that he's
when
a
I
pillow
said,
prince.
oh, he's one of those. And I said, that is a man who wants to be a princess. I do not have time for it. I like Kayda though. So I was like, well, maybe I can work with Kayda and Zach. And then he opened his mouth about Trinity. And I said, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then he kept opening his mouth. And he
And
caused a little bit of turmoil tonight between Casey and Aniya. And I'm just like, hello, Kendall. Welcome back.
you weren't missed. You barely left, actually. I think he's doing that. Like you said, he's a game player because he wants to be the strongest couple. And we'll have
No,
to
he
see.
thinks he is the strongest couple. He literally said it
Yeah.
tonight.
But he was nice
And he
about it. He
out.
said
He
he said
said
it's me, you, and them. He put 3
Casey and
people in it.
Aniya.
Yeah.
The 2 couples he tried to mess with. People, he's messing with them on purpose.
Did you clock? Did you clock
I
that?
clocked. I've been clocked.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna turn on anybody too bad for, any situation like that. But
like some of these things that we're picking up on, it's like whatever. It's little small minor things, but if they turn into larger things, we'll keep an eye on it.
I love to clock. You could clock something and it could lead to a dead end. Or you could clock somebody glancing at somebody across a table at the first meet and greet, and a year later they're dancing at a club, where he's DJing and she's showing off her brand new purse line, and her Oladol song.
Yeah, sometimes it leads to something big, sometimes it leads to nothing else.
So maybe sometimes people should listen to me. I was also a Taylor and Bergie truther, and that in the Twitter streets was not a good place to be.
Yeah, most people just didn't like Bergie by the end of the show because I feel like a lot of like sometimes they choose one guy especially to treat like a charity case, and so that turns off the viewers, but it has nothing to do with the actual person in the villa. It's just the way that the people in the way the Islanders respond to that person. It's never that person
but
doing
even
it.
like he got bullied by the boys, so like he wasn't actually getting treated like a charity case.
Really? See, like I told you, I stopped watching real early on.
Like
I think
Marco and this one other dude, Victor, were like extremely mean to him for like.
Oh, you said the M word.
He actually sent Victor home.
Really?
I think partially because he was messing with.
Yeah, Mary. The nice guy archetype has run its course.
There are nice guys and then there are good guys, and y'all fail to know the difference between the two.
Like,
and that is why
he's a nice guy.
Voted for Marco and Hannah to win, and not Taylor and Bergie. Y'all thought nice guy. Bergie was the good guy. You gotta know the difference.
Never liked that guy. Never will. Moving on to another M name. Melanie was talking to, it was the girls. I'm not sure which one at this current moment, but she was telling them that she wants calmness, and like Corbin brings that to her. She was noticing that last night, and she can't trust Sincere because he's been lying. So she like knows everything about Sincere, know that he's been lying, know that he's been like dragging her and stringing her along and pitting her and Soul against each other. It's just, I know that she can contextualize it and be logical about it. I just don't know if her emotions will eventually take over everything and we still see them get back together. So we'll see, because she did call him spooky, but I don't know if he's spooky enough for her to actually stay away. That's my only thing with Mel.
I think talking to Soul definitely probably helped.
Which, by the way, they made up.
I noticed Soul just said it felt like weird energy. She didn't say that lady attacked her or anything. So,
like, she said there was tension.
Calm down.
Yeah.
about the Melanie and Saul situation. I
Mm-hmm.
never thought they were bullying that girl. I was confused
Well,
at that narrative.
I don't get why people like jump straight to bullying instead of like just saying that there's weird energy
They're just
or
a little
maybe
awkward.
yeah, like they felt like Soul was being isolated. That's not the same thing as bullying. She was isolated because these people all have drama right now and everything. So she just felt like the
Like they
new
were
kid on the block.
squaring up on her or something. Like,
Yeah, I think people take it too far, especially on this show. I don't know what this show brings out in people, but it brings out something crazy. And people need to get that checked.
yeah.
But speaking of Soul, she gets pulled by KC because he just wants to check on her about the night before and how she's feeling about Sincere. But she basically like tells him everything is good and like I like where it's going, but also I'm kind of with this man and America put us together because he was the only one who was open to getting to know her. And Casey finally admits that he wanted to get to know her and he was excited for her to come in. It's just that Sincere kind of swooped in first, started hooping first. You know, these boys that love their basketball references. I don't know why we keep referring to, dating women through sports, but it keeps happening. Happened last season, happening this season. And he wanted to pull her, but he wasn't sure and he didn't like want to mess up with anything with Aniya over a conversation, which is what he told Aniya later on. But he was basically telling Soul that like if you were interested, if you showed that you were interested in me, I would have showed that you were interested. I was interested in you. That's kind of what I got from that conversation. What'd you get?
And it was very, very sneaky.
Mm-hmm. And
And
he did it under the guise of like just checking on her and being like, "Are you okay with Sincere?"
Because
All
he
while
said he wanted to pull her aside and have a conversation with her yesterday when he was comforting her, and now I'm like, okay,
where would that convo have gone before we got to America's recoupling? And all of this conversation was happening while Aniya was watching them talk, and she was telling Melanie that she feels safe
This is
with
a
them.
different time. He had 2 conversations with Soul.
Yeah. While they were in the kitchen, Melanie and Aniya, they were across the way on that little like bench swing, I think, watching him.
They always across.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. They are always across while they were talking. Yeah, because they were talking about him acting like a grandpa with his foot up on the chair while he was talking to Soul. And I thought it was just like a normal, innocent conversation. Turns out he was setting the scene, kind of, for pulling Soul a little bit more, which there's nothing wrong with these people pulling each other for chats and talking.
Absolutely.
The problem comes when you start.
Bryce for pulling Kayda for a chat last.
Yeah, the problem is when they start selling each other like a dream that, oh, no one is going to turn my head or it's going to take a lot to turn my head. Don't even say that. I feel like people watch other Islanders say that every single season. So I think that's the right thing to say. And it's just like, no, you can just tell the person, I'm happy with the pace that we're going. I'm really loving getting to know you. We're still open. And if there's a bombshell that comes in that I'm interested in, I'll tell you first that I'm going to go have conversations with them, but I still want to reassure you that I like you. Don't even reassure you that your head is not going to get turned. It's going to take a lot for you to do it because it doesn't take a lot for these people to jump from one couple to another. So don't sell each other a dream. That's it. And I don't know why in the 10 years that this show has been a franchise, no one has figured that out. Maybe someone finally will.
Ellie on the UK had figured it out. She just hopping between brothers. I don't know how that's possible still, but I heard she might be sliding back. I said, girl, we gotta go.
I didn't watch the episode today because those people pissed me off. The guys over in the UK, oof, I can't deal with raging misogynists, and a lot of them over there are.
Look, there's a reason people want to be like, UK is better because of this, because of that. I can't tolerate the men or some of the women on UK.
Like, it stank a little bit over there on that island. It stank bad.
Dale.
I don't know what's going on over in the UK, but they got to figure it out.
Mm, we got poo in our dating pool. There is nuclear
Waste.
in theirs. Like, good grief. I was like, you know what? I can deal with most of the men on the US
I can deal
compared
with,
to the jokers on the
yeah.
UK. Aiden,
Mm.
he wouldn't last a day over here, child.
Mary was asking, why do Lorenzo and Aiden have fans? I don't know.
I don't know.
No clue. But switching gears back over here, let's see. Kenzie gave Melanie the green flag to pursue what's his name? Corbin. And I guess we'll see how this situation kind of goes because later on in the episode, even Corbin, after the game, he told Melanie that he really wants to focus on her and pursue her, and he needs to have that conversation with Kenzie. So curious to see how that situation unfolds because it seems like Melanie and Corbin, they had really good conversations this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm not sure where that's going to go, but I can see it going somewhere. Where? Not sure. Because Kenzie, do you feel a vibe between her and Caleb as much as
I think
she likes Corbin?
has more chemistry with Corbin than she does.
Yeah. Because when they pulled each other
And
to go
that
up to
is
Soul Ties,
messing with her head because he is not her type. And unlike the rest of them who are like, you know what, maybe that person's not my type, I'm going to go with it because I'm feeling it. She's doing that thing where she's fighting it and she's wasting my time.
Hello.
That's what she's doing.
Hello. Why is this Kenzie Island?
Go ahead and release Caleb. Tell Melanie no and keep Corbin for yourself. You are wasting my time. Because when they end up back together in like 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
and like she's done this.
Or Corbin does truly decide to pursue Mel. There's a good thing going, but Kenzie gets upset. Do we think that's going to happen? Because it's already happened.
I was gonna say she's already upset.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ticking me off because you don't have to be upset. She asked for permission. You could have said no.
She could have been like, actually, I had a night to sleep on it. That's still my man. I still want my man. And Melanie probably would have been okay with it. But, these people don't know how to really say what's on their mind in front of the person who they need to be telling the truth to.
Mm-hmm.
It'll get around the villa that Kenzie is upset because she likes to have a roster, even though she says she can't handle it. But she loves when 2 guys are interested in her or more than 1 guy. So we'll see how that develops. Am I interested to watch it? Not really. Just like I'm not interested to watch.
I'm mildly amused, but not enough to, let her stick around. If she cuts Caleb loose, though, I would like him for one of my girls because I need one of these dudes gone.
Girl who?
Hey, girly pop, I don't know. Have you tried blondes?
I think that Kayda would stick with Zach over Caleb. I feel like everyone would stick
the Terminator to get her away from that man.
The jaws of life. Especially after this hideaway visit. I think they're gone. I don't even think Cuss is going to break them apart. So you might as well just strap in now. They're pretty much.
Let me make myself I have to make peace with the fact that Kayda will be a casualty then because Zach is not getting that.
Mary was saying that Caleb seems to be talking to Jen a lot in the background. How? Her throat is always down Caleb's, Gabe's mouth.
I could see
Are
that.
you sure it was Caleb?
Somebody
and not Gabriel?
Somebody did say that the bombshell siblings might
get together,
intermingle.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Caleb, I don't know. We can't really tell his type. The only person they've even showed us him talking about is Kenzie. So if he's had conversations with anyone else, we haven't seen it spotlighted, but we've seen it in the background. So I don't know if there's anything romantic going on with anyone else with Caleb or if it's just Kenzie. But Jen is getting her life, making out with Gabe,
Mm.
and I yelled, "Oh no!" when she said that she was into PDA. I was like, "Oh Lord, we're about to be seeing these people just make out all over the villa." We are Trinity and Kayda watching them kiss. Like it's
Tuesday
too
was
much.
tea.
It is
It
too
was like it
damn
just feels so weird
much.
watching him kiss. It's so weird.
Yeah, that conversation was funny because
People
Trinity was
were
like,
saying, wait. Let me just say,
uh-huh.
people were saying that he was going to be like Pepe and he wasn't going to be able to fake it with Jen. And I swear I saw that. I was like, y'all are delusional. He
Who got
doesn't
that vibe?
care that much. I saw it on Twitter. I
Who got
saw it on
that
Twitter.
vibe
I was like,
from
y'all are
Gabriel?
not well. He does not care about Bia that bad. Like, I know that that last conversation was beautiful, but like, that
Touched
was like a
everyone.
friend conversation, y'all.
That's what I was saying in the last live. Like, I don't know if they really had something that deeply romantic, but because Bea made him so comfortable with their friendship in the villa and like everything that went along with their relationship, that's why the tears were there. I don't think he cares too much that she's home and he can't kiss up on her because Jin is open and very willing, and they seem to
Right.
be.
I was knocking her tonsils. I was like, geez.
Yeah. The
I
only
was
thing
like,
that might be
crazy.
difficult between Gabe and Jen is the language barrier because she was trying to explain to him that you're not my usual type. She was basically saying her type is kind of ugly guys, but you're really sexy and I'm not used to having a sexy man. And he was like, "Oh, so I'm not your type." But she was complimenting him in the process of telling him, "I like you. You're just not my
Mhm.
usual type who are not sexy guys. Like you look better than the type of men that I go for." And he didn't quite understand that, so they may have like a problem with the language barrier, but that's why he misses Bea, not because they had that like real sexual chemistry. Because he even said he had better chemistry with. Did he say Jen? I think he said Jen. I don't think he said Kenzie, because Kenzie was really early on. I think he said Jen. So yeah, that might be the only problem between the two of them.
Mhm. You want to talk about the challenge
Yes, ma'am. I thought
with the
it.
ball theme for the World Cup? Clearly,
Yes, I thought it would be a little bit messier. I feel like the only one that really was the Zach one.
well, let's see. I made some little notes here.
Because I wrote down
Caleb
everyone.
and Kenzie, their question was which player's fumbling the ball, and they dumped it on Gabriel.
Hmm.
Like, Nia and Casey, Aniya devoured that hot dog.
Oh,
I was
I
like,
wonder what that
oh.
tasted like. Oh,
And she was twerking in the slime. I was like, I love her.
she started the
There,
twerk fest. Everyone else was wait. I think one person went ahead. Yeah, Casey and Naya. It was
yeah,
Kenzie and
there were.
Caleb. But Anaya started the twerk fest, and I was like, "You go,
Hmm.
Anaya."
And their question was, which player is secretly scouting their other options? And they said Corbin. I was like, well,
Mm-hmm.
Corbin and Melanie, their question was most overrated player.
They picked Sincere. We
Here.
really didn't get to see everyone's reaction to anything because I don't know, they slimed Sincere a lot for questions that alluded to lying and everything and not being truthful. And if he had a reaction, we didn't get to see it. So
We
I don't
surely
know.
did not.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Who's
realized we had
next?
had a little bit too much of Sincere and they said, we'll just tuck him in the background for an episode.
That part.
And you know what? I'm fine with that actually. Keep his chaotic behind in the corner for a second. He needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kayda and Zach had that
Yeah.
question about who do you think already thinks they won or whatever. And then he
Yeah.
jumped it on Casey and gave his long spiel. Uh, ooh. Jen and Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wait,
think
did we talk about that on camera about the question or did we talk about it off camera? I don't remember because I was basically saying that with the Zach and Kata question, they were the only ones who it would have applied to had they not been the ones sliming.
I think
So
we talked about it on camera.
did we? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Mary, have we already talked about that?
Yeah, Mary,
Mary
can you
can
let us
tell us.
know? Because I don't know. Girl, if you're still with us, just give us a little quick shout. Did we talk about the Zach and Kayda thing? I don't know, but real quickly to sum it up, Zach and Kayda, it would apply to them, but since they're the ones sliming, it applied to Aniya and KC. But we did talk about it. Okay, then we can move
I
on.
was gonna say, I thought we did.
I was like, did we?
I was gonna say, I feel like we discussed it in yeah, no, because I went over how Casey was getting on my nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, and then Jen and Gabe got player caught offsides the most, so
Yeah,
and it was
sincere.
Sincere at par exactly, and then Soul and Sincere, they was
Wait,
fast.
hold on.
That was
Jin has her foot on Sincere's neck. I'm not expecting that, but
I
she
do
must have been
appreciate.
watching the
Oh yeah,
episodes and hated what she saw. I
she
wonder if
do
she had a
highlight.
conversation with Melanie, but I don't know. Because Mel was still off for it until we coupled him and Soul up. So I don't know if it really mattered.
Let's see. Soul called herself a glizzy goblin queen. I said, okay, girl. Uh,
Her
their
and Aniya were doing so much in their confessionals. I was,
I was like, okay, relax.
yeah.
Uh, most likely to get booed by fans, and then they put it on Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
I
Everybody's
wrote down
spoiling my white.
Soul and Sincere's their kiss. They barely showed us anything because they showed everyone else. It was like, how'd they show Gabe and Jen kiss, but they didn't show Soul and Sincere? So I wrote down, what did they do? They must have been like really explicit or something. I don't know if they were running out of time in the episode.
Hmm.
Because even Zach was like, they did a lot. But Kayda said she really enjoyed it. So I wonder what they
I don't know
did.
what Kayda and Zach was doing in that shower stall.
I don't know what Gabe and Jen were doing. They just do a lot to me. After the
It was nice
game.
seeing Trinity and Bryce kiss. I was like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
I know how to not pack.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving on up. Woo woo. And they was kissing in bed. I said, look at y'all finally breaking that what's it called?
The
Physical
tension.
barrier.
Oh, mm-hmm. I don't know who all talked after the game. The only thing I wrote down was Corbin and Melanie because they were the most interesting to me. They were communicating and talking about their interests and stuff. And they weren't talking about their interests yet. That's later on tonight. But he was telling her that he kissed Kenzie, and the way the conversation was going, they were really understanding, and there wasn't like any type of anything. That's why there were alarm bells in my head. Like, does Melanie actually care? I don't know, because she was not that I expect her to have any like outward kind of response to him saying that he kissed Kenzie, but it's just that I don't know in that moment after the game if she really like truly cared about anything that him and Kenzie are doing. That's what I saw. But then they had a better conversation later on. So there might be feelings
I was gonna
developing.
say, I just think she's taking it slower because
Yeah.
she got shot in the face, basically. You
Yeah.
know, she's a little weary. She's a little gun shy. I
Mm-hmm.
understand it. The only thing I got about after the challenge is Zach. What?
Oh, and Bryce. Yeah.
No, mostly
Oh,
Zach. Because
mostly Zach. Okay.
he was talking about Casey and Soul,
Mm-hmm.
and he was defending himself as per usual. Because whenever he causes chaos, he was talking to Kayda, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"I mean, what was I like supposed to do? Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just try to be honest, and like, it's true. Like, if we're talking about people who have been explored, and we're talking about like me and you, it's either me and you or it's them."
Mm-hmm. He's like always sort of kind of making everything about himself. Because
Mm-hmm.
even Trinity was like, yeah, I would have picked y'all. So I don't know. He's kind of self centered, I think. I don't know.
Well, yes, I've been saying this.
Yeah. Mm.
Very self-centered. Get my girl away from him.
We have our eyes on him. I don't know.
Like, he wants all the attention of his friends and stuff to be on him. He's very vain and self-centered. It's not just about his girl. It's
Yeah.
he wants everybody's to like him and be friends.
Anyone who genuinely thinks in this life that they'll ever look like Zayn Malik, very
He's
vain.
delusional. He looks nothing like Zayn Malik.
Mm-mm. And even to be like, thank you for saying that. I get that a lot. I know you're lying. And you don't have to do that, I promise you.
No, I know you're lying.
I know you're lying. I've stared at that man's face since I was 12. That's over 15 years. You know you're lying.
Oh, Kenzie and Caleb talk. I put boring,
What they
but
talk
also
about?
I put that Caleb is annoyed at Kenzie still going in between him and Corbin. And
Yes.
he is
You picked up on that,
annoyed.
right? He was trying to be like, I can't tell you what to do, la 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 la, but you brought this up so then you can tell her that yeah, I'm not kind of cool with you still talking to Caleb and
He's
kissing on him.
irritated. Well, I mean, she was just kissing him out in like the open. It's not like she like took him off to Soul Ties or like
Yeah.
what's the other place called?
Um uh the new place.
Yeah, I don't forget what it's called.
I forgot what they call it.
Well, it's
Say
not.
less. Say
Say
less.
less. It's
Yeah.
not like she pulled
Wait,
him.
did they kiss out in the open? Did I ignore that?
Yeah,
Or
they were like on like Kenzie and
Corbin?
Kenzie and Corbin kissing earlier in the day.
At Soul Ties, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but not like in front of Caleb. They
Yeah, but
went. Okay, okay.
you can see
Yeah,
Soul Ties. So
yeah.
he's
Okay, okay.
yeah. So
I was like,
that's
wait, did I miss something? But yeah, I mean, Caleb, I'm sorry. I don't think anyone's interested in you for real, for real. So
like I
I
said,
don't know what to tell
he
you.
used as a vehicle for one of my girlies to stick around without dealing with one of their men. Somebody's losing a man.
But just in case we do need a sacrifice, because I find mainly everyone entertaining, Caleb, you can go. You can go. If you have to, you can go.
Yeah, I can work with that. Sure. I know nothing about him. Let's see,
Let's
Trinity and
see.
Kayda scandalized. Oh, Aniya, Kayda, and Zach talk.
Mm-hmm.
Zach apologizes to her and tries to explain what he meant and that he was not trying to insult her, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. But she thought that he was saying that she's a safe option, which, okay,
Never came out of his mouth.
I don't know because when she was talking to Casey in the speakeasy, she had mentioned that after that he got slimed, his response is what made her mad, not the fact that he got slimed for the question. She was saying that he said the only reason he didn't pursue Soul was because of Sincere in the game. And I was like, we didn't see that in the game. So the producers are clearly hiding scenes from us. Even though we saw him say that to Soul herself, Aniya said in the game. Aniya wouldn't be privy to the conversation that him and Soul had. So I'm like, what was said in response in the game? Was that a editing mistake? They didn't realize that they didn't show us that. So what else are they not showing? That makes me mad.
Because at least they put him in it saying it's a soul, so we know it's something he would have said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So maybe that's why they didn't reiterate the same conversation because he already said it like verbatim.
I heard this man say it once. Do we need to hear it saying twice?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't clock that. I did not clock that.
I think they should have had him saying that in the game because if not, people are going to get on Aniya. But she's upset at something that actually came out of his mouth. And you know how people get if they don't see it themselves, it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. So in Aniya's best interest, they should have showed it because the boy moms be defending the boys, Casey and is there another? Oh, and Sincere. Casey hasn't done much of anything until like, this episode. Like, Sincere has done a lot.
That in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like that. I was already
because in the speakeasy, Casey was saying I didn't want to pursue anything because we already have a good thing, and like I'm not gonna go out on a limb for a what if. Which, okay, but you didn't say that in the game, apparently. And us, the viewers, we can't corroborate that because it didn't show us that. So, I don't know.
Yikes.
But either way, I don't think Aniya's wrong for her response. She's allowed to be upset. Everyone in this villa has been upset, so she's allowed to be upset about this.
Say,
yes.
I just want to say, while she's talking to Zach and Kayda, while that's all going on, you literally see Casey pull Soul. I said,
just walk on up.
I'm like, did you wait until she was distracted? Okay.
Or did the producer see that and tell them, hey, go ahead and go have your conversation now? I don't know, because there's a lot of things that are happening that are serendipitous, like Melanie going up to the speakeasy and almost catching Sincere and Soul kissing. Now Casey going over to pool Soul while Aniya is trying to get clarification on what Zach is talking about. So I don't know. The producers, I see all messy.
But yeah, that went somewhere.
How do you think the chemistry was between Soul and Casey? Do you think there's a little something there?
I would like to stop seeing them goofy smiles he was giving.
That's just his face.
Bruh.
See, everyone found those smiles funny when it wasn't attached to some mess and some drama. Now that he's making them, everyone keeps saying, "Stop making that face."
They do have a little bit of chemistry. I cannot.
They do.
I can't deny that. I fear. I am an equal opportunity Love Island fan. I will call
Mary. It. They could be a match.
They have good chemistry. They can
just
well. She's very confident and self-assured.
Now, whether that works out for her on this show, I don't know. Because a lot of these guys, I don't know. They seem to think, I don't know. I keep saying I don't know because a lot of the male Islanders confuse me. They want to be open and explore, but then either they do it too late, I think, because they've already invested a lot of time instead of doing it in the moment when they want to. That's what I don't like about some of the guys on the show. It's not the fact that you're exploring, it's your timing, and you need to fix your timing. I think that's the bottom line.
I just have beef with you lying. Unfortunately, you just don't have to deal with somebody being upset with you. If they're going to be upset. You cannot circumvent that by not telling them. That's just going to make them more upset when they find out and make you look like a bad person. Especially
when they give you the opening. Melanie gave Sincere the opening many times over. Aniya gave Casey the opening in this conversation. So why not take it?
She has given that man so many outs because they were put together from the start. So she knows that they were just,
Yeah, but they've grown to really like each other and enjoy each other's time. Nothing wrong with that. But if I am constantly trying to give you an out in a conversation and you don't take it, but you're going behind my back and doing what you said that you have no interest in doing, that's where the problem comes. So Casey, we're watching you for these next couple episodes. We'll see where this goes.
You either have a real conversation with my girl or squash it. Squash it with Soul. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear about your name next to Soul's unless it's in a challenge. Okay.
Okay. And also, I don't need people on these streets blaming Aniya or Soul for what Casey is slickly trying to do. Okay? Can we please assign the actions to the person that is doing it instead of the people who are attached to said action? I hope we finally get that right, but I don't think we ever will because this show has gotten too big and the audience now is a little, how do I say this kindly?
Male-centered?
Yes. That's a nice buttoned up word for it.
See, be like me. I'm not male-centered. I just have one or two males I center a season. And the them I don't pay attention to. But
Yes,
the
Mary,
girlies,
patriarchal is a good word
all the
too.
girlies, all the girls. You see how I'm standing up for Melanie? I stood up for Melanie almost the entire time. Even when she was popping off, and I was like, girl, relax a little bit. I
Yeah.
was like, I understand why she's upset.
Mm-hmm.
I have nuance for the
Yeah.
people. You know, somebody's got to have it. Because
Millions of people don't.
y'all be, you can't step a toe out of line with some of these Love Island fans, child.
Mm-mm. Which is so ironic because they say some of the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life about these strangers. And it's just like, where'd you get that from? We can talk all day till we're blue in the face about their actions, but when you start coming for them personally, I find that really strange and disturbing. And it says more about you than it does the people on our screen who are
Yeah,
there entertaining us.
exactly. They are giving us a show, okay? Something
Mm-hmm.
to talk about. And clearly you're talking about it.
Hello.
Because you're there every night at 8:30.
Sharp. When the show is supposed to air at 9 o'clock, but you somehow know that Peacock drops at 8:35 and you're seated.
Mm-hmm.
So, So the episode ends with Zach and Kayda going to the hideaway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait, Mary has a pressing question for us. She asked, "Do you think that Bea and Sean hooked up last night?"
No.
She thinks so. I don't know. I didn't watch After Sun to see if they still had like any like chemistry
I don't think
going.
so.
I don't know. Maybe for the hell of it, but like actually, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I'd have to investigate and watch the
Mm-hmm.
episode. I don't know. But did anything interesting happen with Zach and Kayda for the hideaway? I was running late, so once I saw that they got the hideaway, I just ended the episode.
No, not really. Aniya and Melanie had them do a dance.
Oh, like the eat that kitty
Or
dance, but they made one up.
yeah, I forget what they were saying though. I can't remember. It wasn't the kitty, it was something else.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
Oh my goodness. Their little dance was kind of cute though. They taught it to everybody. But yeah, that was it. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Did I tell you everything about After Sun? Did I tell you how Bea and Sean, they actually had them on together, and Bea said something about how she didn't want to be a baby mama?
Yeah, she beat a teen pregnancy and she didn't come on the show to be a stepmama. I laughed at that. How did Sean take it? I just saw
No,
them
he's doing
laughing.
well. You
Yeah,
know,
okay.
if he wasn't a cop, I'd fully be into him. Sorry.
Like I said in the group, he needs to come out and say that he apologizes for being a cop and he regrets his decision to be one. And the fact that he started in 2020 raises a lot of eyebrows, raises all my eyebrows because what do you mean you started in 2020? If you would have said 2019, I would have been like, okay, but 2020, that's kind of crazy.
And then let's see, what did they ask them about? They asked them about
But I just had to say that man is so fine.
Yes, he's very pretty. Sierra asked Bea about Melanie.
How'd that go?
Very honest. Melanie, it's clear that she does not like her, and the Melanie fans are now in her comments because her comments are now open because she's out, and they're ableist.
But no one has to like each other on the show, and I doubt she said like anything disparaging. Did she?
Not really. It was just like it was very clear she don't like her. And then the only other thing was Sierra asked if Trinity really really likes Bryce. And
I saw this.
You saw that?
Yeah. How Bea basically said that she's not coming off that man, even if anyone comes in. I said, oh.
Get used to it. I told y'all.
I don't know.
I'm a prophet.
I don't know about all these couples wanting to stick together. I don't know. Are we going to have a lot of Casa victims this year, or do we think they're trying to go all the way? And speaking of Casa, Mary
both.
asked, so on Friday, do we go to Casa? Do we?
We're
I
pretty
know.
close to Casa. That's why I'm confused at why people are like, oh my God, why are people closing off and not closing off but
Mhm.
not talking to bottom shows? I'm like, y'all realize this show is only 6 weeks.
Yeah, because
Casa
Casa,
happens halfway through.
we're
We are
only episode 10, so Casa happens like
like
the
15, 17-ish.
yeah, because episode 21 is the night that we got our dreams came true last season. So like 18, 19, wait, maybe 19, 20,
It's been
21,
the
22.
schedule has kind of
That's
been
Casa.
a little bit off this season.
Yeah, it
It's happening
has.
sooner. So that's why I'm thinking it's coming a little bit closer.
Mhm.
I could be wrong.
Maybe
But
definitely Sunday. You think like Sunday, Monday?
what is Sunday? Today's the 14th.
Yeah.
So yeah, next Sunday will be the 21st.
Mhm. But we don't know how long. Wait, do we know if the season is 6 weeks? Did Ian say it the first
Season's
episode?
always 6 weeks.
Yeah, but I read somewhere that they may extend it for this season. I don't know. You just be reading
Same
stuff
thing.
online. Yeah. So yeah, maybe definitely by Sunday we'd be going to Casa. I can see that. Cliffhanger Friday, Sunday Casa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the season is kind of almost over. That's weird. I feel like we're moving really
Saying that,
fast.
but next Sunday you're gonna be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't believe this season isn't over yet.
Yeah. But I feel for some reason June is going by really fast. But all right, Ashley, do we have any final thoughts about the episode? I know we said this was probably going to be a quicker live since barely anything happened.
Nah. Should we do couple rankings?
Sure. Do you remember all the couples? I don't know if I wrote them down yesterday.
Dead last. I have. Let's see. Not Kenzie and Caleb. Actually, could I put Kenzie and Caleb dead last? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not stopping you.
Maybe not. And then
I'm the
after
last
that,
person who will.
Corbin and Melanie, Kayda and Zach, because
Aw, Kayda's so low.
I love Kayda real bad. Bump Zach. Oh shoot. Jen
Shoot,
and
I'm
Gabe.
trying to find the
I forgot about
list.
Jen and Gabe.
Oh, they're low too.
I gotta rearrange this. Corbin and Melanie can't be below Jen and Gabe. Nah.
I actually see potential with Melanie and Corbin, Jen and Gabe.
I was about to say, that's why I was saying Jen and Gabe actually can go right next to Kenzie and Caleb. So Kenzie and Caleb, Jen and Gabe, then Corbin and Melanie, then Kayda and Zach, and I and Casey, Trinity and Bryce.
You say Trinity and Bryce is number one?
For me. This is my personal review.
I personally don't have like a top, like any couple. I don't know. They're all like.
Girl, we are ranking the goodness of the couple for the episode. Don't
for the episode.
It,
episode wise, yes, I agree with your.
I was about to say that's what I'm doing.
Okay. I thought you were talking about like in general. I was about to get real like philosophical.
No,
like I don't know about these people. No.
Trinity and Bryce were pretty good.
Yes, based on this episode and this episode alone, I agree with your list wholeheartedly. Yeah. So we'll have to see what these crazy kids get up to tomorrow. I didn't even like watch the preview. Was there anything? Was there a preview or anything? What was it?
I forget.
Oh, so nothing interesting.
Well, no, it was. What was it? Wow, now it's gonna bother me. Mary, what was the preview? I'm sure.
I love how
He's
we're listening
like an
with the
encyclopedia.
help of Mary. Thank you, Mary, for your assistance today and for all of your comments. I really appreciate them.
Mary said Trice is number one. Uh,
Oh, you called him Trice, not Brittany.
her. She said Trice, not Trinity. Look, they have two fairly okay ship names.
Yeah.
Of course.
Their names actually go together pretty well. She said, I don't remember either. Well,
See?
on that note, I'll go ahead and end the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. She's on the comments laughing. We really appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Yearners Club times Love Island USA. Ashley, thank you so much for joining me. Good night.
Good night.